Instead of giving you some tips this time on video production for your company or yourself, I've been receiving a lot of questions about my actual setup, how I go about doing things in my business, and the products that I use, the hardware I use, the software I use, etc. So I wanted to go into more detail about what my shooting rig is composed of, so that maybe if you want to copy it, you can do that. So the camera I use is a Canon XH-A1 prosumer camera. It's a great camera in my opinion. Absolutely love the camera. It's a little bit heavy, but the tripod I use is a Slik AMT, and it has a Manfrotto 701 HDV head. Another part of my rig that I pretty much live by is this. It's pretty cool. It's a Glide Cam. Let's see, Glide Cam HD 4000. Basically, it is a stabilizer, camera stabilizer. So if you want to get that really cool footage, that footage that looks like it's just floating through the air, there's no actual movement, you can't tell that a cameraman's holding a camera, you use one of these bad boys and it makes everything completely smooth. Alright, so let's take a look to see what I have in my camera bag. So here we go. I have a Think Tank backpack that holds everything inside. As you can see, everything's split up into categories. And I pretty much live by these headphones. I use them to monitor audio when I'm out in the field. They're Sony MDR XB500s. Good headphones, only about 80 bucks, pretty cool. I use a Canon wide-angle glass for the camera. As you can see, it's pretty big. I also use Sony tapes. I used to use Panasonic, but they kind of ran me into the ground cost-wise. Probably go back. And the other stuff that goes in here, you're looking at. So Canon XH-A1 and my microphone, which is an Azden SGM2X. I also have a bunch of extra high-capacity batteries in here, as well as a couple already on my charger. So I carry about 5 batteries with me, just in case. Never want to be on the job with a client and run out of battery space, or run out of battery rather. I also always carry batteries for my microphone and a plate for your quick release. That's my dog barking. Shut up. So I also use a cleaning tape that cleans the heads on the camera, and I also have a lens cleaner. Let's see, where's that? Lens cleaner and microfiber towel. So that's everything in my backpack. Let's jump into everything else I use. So the lighting kit I use is a 5-piece lighting kit from PC Lighting Solutions, which is Pacific Coast Lighting Solutions. It's more than enough for a small production indoors and also works outdoors. I've used them before outdoors, but you might want something a little more powerful for outdoors if you need it. Now for my backdrops, I use muslin, which is a fabric, and I have 3 different ones. I have a green screen, a white screen, and a black screen. They're all a Ravelli kit that I got off Amazon. Awesome kit. Alright, so now let's take a look at some of my software that I use. For video editing, I use Adobe Premiere Pro CS5, and for motion graphic design, I use After Effects, which is also made by Adobe. For other stuff, I use Photoshop, Illustrator, Bridge, which is an awesome program that helps you find files on your computer and plays them, which I like. I am PC based. I used to be Mac based, but now I'm PC based. I built a custom, really fast 6-core PC that you can see on my blog. Basically it's under Hackintosh because I built a Hackintosh first, but then converted to a Windows machine. You'll see a blog post on why I went to Windows. As for the monitors, I edit on Dell monitors, their Ultra Sharp series. I have 2 24-inch monitors. I've been getting a lot of questions on how I produce the color that I do in my productions, and people have asked me if it's built in, what third-party plugins I use. It is not built in. I use Magic Bullet Looks for all my color grading. And for the music, you can go anywhere online, but I use my music from Video Copilot's Pro Scores, as well as I use iStock Photos audio resource for music, royalty-free music. Now that's all the hardware that I use and software in my business, but there's also a little bit more to business than just, what you use. And I call that more the behind the scenes of the business on a more emotional level. In your brain. I'm a firm advocate of vision boards. Basically what that is you create a board of what you want to achieve, whether it's in a month, 3 months, 10 months, a year, 5 years. You know, you can have vision boards for all these different time frames, but you just need to disclose what that time frame is. And you just basically put pictures, you put words on them. I actually have one right above my monitors for my business, and basically it has my business goals on it when I want to achieve those goals, and it also has pictures of the things I want to achieve on it. And what that does is I look at that while I'm working, and it kind of just pushes me in the direction that I need to go to achieve those goals. I also exhibit positive thinking every single day, every single minute of my day. Anytime a negative thought goes into my mind, I kick it out immediately with another positive thought. This helps a lot because negativity basically attracts more negativity, and being positive attracts more positive into your life. So I try my hardest to be positive in everything that I do. What I do is before I go to bed every night, I close my eyes, I kind of go into this passive state where I basically tell myself what I'm grateful for in the previous day that happened. You know, like I'm grateful for some client I just landed. I'm grateful for finishing up a video, or for the client telling me that they love the video that I just created, for a product I just released. I'm grateful for my girlfriend. I'm grateful for the assets that I have acquired over time, etc. You know, just show that you're grateful for something. And what it does is it just brings happiness to you. It shows you, even when you're down, how much you have achieved in your time. And it just helps bring everything into perspective. So that's basically a behind the scenes of my business and of me in how I acquire business, how I do business, etc. And I definitely hope it's helped you out in your business. And you know, I strongly encourage you to try the things that I've done, especially the behind the business stuff. You know, the more the brain stuff. It definitely helps out a lot. And you know, if you like what you see, you know, like my Facebook page, leave a comment below, send me an email. You know, I respond to everything. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Until next time, see ya.